Has Donald Trump found his ultimate political weapon, turning a law that once targeted his own circle against the left? The Foreign Agents Registration Act, or FARA, a law requiring disclosure of foreign government influence, is no longer just a bureaucratic hurdle. It's emerging as a potentially explosive legal battleground in the 2024 election cycle. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow. For years, FARA was a relatively obscure piece of legislation, often viewed as a mere paperwork issue. But that all changed after 2016. Suddenly, this seldom enforced law became a prominent tool for the Department of Justice, leading to high-profile cases involving figures close to the Trump orbit, like Paul Manafort and Michael Flynn, as well as investigations touching the Biden administration. Conservatives, feeling unfairly targeted, have long argued that FARA was weaponized, turned into an instrument to jail political adversaries rather than a genuine national security safeguard. Tom Fitton of Judicial Watch has called it a shift from a paperwork issue to a weapon used against anti-Trump fanaticism. Indeed, criminal prosecutions under FARA were rare before the Trump administration, with only 7 cases between 1966 and 2015. By 2018 alone, however, the DOJ charged over 20 individuals and entities. Now, the script appears to be flipping. Legal experts suggest that the Trump campaign and its allies are exploring the use of FARA and other foreign influence statutes to scrutinize left-wing activist networks. The argument is that these groups may be benefiting from overseas money and support without proper disclosure. This is a significant departure, aiming to use the same legal framework that ensnared Trump loyalists against those on the political left. The context is crucial. The Trump administration itself saw investigations into figures like Rudy Giuliani, Stephen Wynn, and Tom Barrack for alleged foreign ties. Simultaneously, Democrats like Representative Henry Cuellar and Senator Bob Menendez, along with former staffer Linda Sun, also face scrutiny under the Biden administration. It's a complex web where the enforcement of these laws has touched individuals across the political spectrum. However, the current push, as indicated by a 2025 national security memo from President Trump, aims to integrate FARA more comprehensively into national security strategy. This directive, NSBM 7, specifically calls for federal agencies to investigate and disrupt alleged networks behind domestic terrorism and political violence, with a keen eye on foreign ties and potential FARA violations. This has sparked concerns, with groups like the ACLU arguing it could chill free speech, particularly as the memo identifies anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism, and anti-Christianity as potential threats. Defenders of this approach, like Hans von Spakovsky of Advancing American Freedom, argue that the Biden administration went overboard in using FARA politically against Trump supporters. They contend that the current strategy is a more focused effort, aligning with recommendations made by the DOJ's Inspector General back in 2016, which highlighted a lack of FARA enforcement. The goal, they say, is to implement a comprehensive strategy to address real national security threats from undisclosed foreign principals. But using FARA isn't straightforward. Legal experts like Jason Torchinsky point out that FARA is a powerful but difficult tool to wield. Proving intent and navigating First Amendment protections can be challenging. This has led to exploring other avenues. The recent subpoenas issued to Twitch streamer Hassan Piker and Code Pink co-founder Medea Benjamin over their Cuba trips, handled by the Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control, offer a glimpse. Violating sanctions, as Torchinsky notes, can be a more cut and dry criminal case, without the complex intent requirements of FARA. Beyond sanctions, other legal tools are being considered. The IRS can revoke nonprofit status for illegal activities under the illegality doctrine. Criminal statutes like wire fraud, bank fraud, money laundering, and even RICO charges could be employed against groups engaged in foreign-backed political operations or violence. This broadens the arsenal beyond FARA, potentially making prosecution more accessible. The sentiment from some, like Representative Anna Paulina Luna, is clear. The political divide in this country is a foreign op from multiple countries, and it's sad. She sees getting the FARA office back up and running as a mission to combat this. Ultimately, The debate over FARA and foreign influence highlights a fundamental challenge: how to protect national security and electoral integrity from foreign interference without stifling legitimate political expression. This new strategic direction by the Trump campaign signals a willingness to exploit every legal avenue, potentially transforming the enforcement of foreign influence laws into a central battleground of American politics. So what do you think about this evolving strategy? Is FARA the right tool to combat foreign influence, or is it being weaponized once again? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. This is more than just legal maneuvering. It's a strategic power play with profound implications for how political activism is policed in America. Stay tuned.